If you're using a third-party solution for your login, the identity provider, or IDP tax, is something you should be aware of. An identity provider stores usernames and passwords or other user identities like tokens to verify the identity of a machine. And IDPs are not exactly in the realm of add-ons when it comes to most identity projects. When you're trying to configure login, you've got a few options, right? You can do social login only. You can use a vanilla database. But if you have your own identity providers or your customers have their own providers like Active Directory, SAML, Okta, that's when you need IDPs. It's totally table stakes. Because without an IDP connection, you can't do advanced federation, connecting to your customers' IDPs. You can't serve multiple B2B customers that have their own IDPs. And you probably can't authenticate machine-to-machine connections because social login doesn't really cover that. If IDP connections are table stakes, the IDP tax consists of charging extra for having these types of connections. From an engineering perspective, once an IDP is integrated into a system, it's set and forget. The initial development effort to support this, it's a one-time cost, and after that, there's little to no ongoing expense. And so on the authentication provider side, so why charge for them? And we could call this just a classic nickel and diming, but in the end, it's more like robbing the bank from an overall cost perspective. If you're like this customer, if you're an education focused communications platform, you've got 4,000 customers, each of them needs to authenticate into 8,000 applications. The IDP tax is $11 a month per connection, so 8,000 connections times 12 months, and that amounts to $1 million extra surcharge, right? And the worst part is that the IDP tax is passed on and penalizes companies with consumer-facing apps that have high user volume, multi-tenant SaaS companies that provide services to thousands of businesses, and IoT and smart devices that require machine-to-machine connections. The good news is you don't have to pay. Now that you know what the IDP tax is, you can choose a vendor that doesn't put your business model at risk. Read the full blog on the FusionAuth website to get up to speed on the IDP tax.